how to use the... In this tutorial video, I will show you how to use the Robot Learning Lab planning project. If this is your first time using the Robot Learning Lab, there is another video on this channel showing you how to set up the virtual machine and how to make your first submissions. If you don't want to do any installations, you can use the web editor of the Robot Learning Lab, which you can find on the website. Just click on Editor, and after you logged in with your account or you have created a new account, you can create a new project here, give it a title, and select which project you want to edit. In this case, we choose the planning project. Click Create New Project. You will get to this interface where you can edit the code, and after the simulation has launched, you can run it in the simulation. Just click here, and the code on the left will be executed. For the rest of this tutorial, however, I will use the virtual machine setup. Let's first navigate to the documentation of the Robot Learning Lab planning project. We go back to the website, go to Docs, and then choose the planning project site. Here you will find some more information on the project, how to do the manual setup, and some hints for your implementation. The goal of this project is to move an object through a maze. You will start at the green marker, which marks the start pose, and navigate through the maze up to the red marker, which marks the goal pose. For this, you will need to check for collision, as you can only move above the table and you can't go through the walls of the maze. To start the project, we first have to launch the simulation. So let's run the first command in the Run the Code section. After a short loading period, the planning interface will start. Here you can see the setup with the maze, the start and goal marker, and the robot arm, which has moved to home position. To start the planning algorithm, you can use the second command, which is called Run Your Planner. We open a new terminal and execute this command. I have implemented a sample solution in the background, and we will now see how it executes. Depending on your system and your implementation, the execution of the planning algorithm might take a while. After the planning algorithm has successfully found a solution, the final path will be executed in the simulation. When you reach the goal, you will see a green output saying goal was reached successfully. After the execution, the simulation resets itself to the start position. The planning project comes with a template that helps you implement your solution. To edit it, open a code editor and then navigate to the RLL Planning Project folder, Scripts, and then Path Planner. You're supposed to implement your solution in this file. The Path Planner file shows you how to use the basic functions provided by the client. For example, how to get start pose and goal pose with the client getStartGoal function. It also shows you some sample motions. A pose in this project consists of 3 parameters, x, y, and theta. These sample motions show you how to navigate the robot gripper in either positive or negative x and y direction, or how to rotate on the spot. You can also move linearly and rotate at the same time to grind curves. Before moving the robot arm, always check if the path is collision-free by passing the start pose and the new goal pose to the check path functionality. After you made sure that the path is collision-free, you can use the client move function to move to the next point. If you want to change the start and goal pose for testing your algorithm, you can do so by editing the parameters in the planning iphase.launch file. The planning project also runs a gazebo simulation in the background. If you want to see the graphical user interface, just change this parameter to true and it will open up on startup. When you have successfully implemented your planning algorithm, or when you want to check what you have done so far, you can submit your code to run on the real robot. For this, just use the third command in the Run the Code section, which is called submitproject.launch. For this, you will have to configure your API access. How to do this is shown in another video on this channel. With your API access configured, just copy and paste this command to a new terminal. After that, go back to the website and go to the My Job section. Here we will see the path planning project that we just submitted. The status is building right now, and we have to wait until it's executed on the real robot. While the robot is running the real code, we can watch a live video about what is happening in the lab. If you missed the live video, you can go to View Data and then view the video again. And that's how you use the Robot Learning Lab planning project.